Welcome everyone to round number 2 of the Aditya World Celebration Tournament hosted by Cardhaven on the 25th of July. So, we are going to see Jerry piloting Artmage Fiendsmith versus John piloting Maliss, and we are going to see Jerry start his turn with La Crema. On resolution of La Crema's effect, the Fulos will be dropped and Jerry will chain the Ash, netting John 0 cards here. So now we're gonna see Requiem summon Requiem effect to summon out the Engraver from the deck, and then from here, will he go for a sequence play or the DDD? So it looks like he will go for DDD Wave High King Caesar, equipping the Requiem to fusion for the Necroquip. Necroquip is then going to be used alongside this special summon Engraver to make Wave High King Caesar. So this will be the 5th summon, and it looks like we see no Nibiru from John's side. So the Wave High King Caesar is now summoned. He is now protected from Nib and potentially any other monster effects such as a Bestial. And now he will go ahead and use the Artmage Academic Arcane Arts, which is going to allow him to normal summon an additional time as long as it is a Medius to Pure. So the La Crema was simply a free summon there. Now let's see what else he will do. Okay, so he summons the Medius. Medius is a monster that when normal summoned you can add or special summon a power patron monster from your hand, and that he does. That card dodges roll. That's pretty impressive. Now the power patron will use its on-field effect to fusion summon using a Artmage monster along with it. And also while it's on the field, you can only fusion summon, which will bring out the copy of the Arcturus. And then the Power Patron, since it was sent from the field to the graveyard, is going to add him a spell and trap, or spell or trap from the deck to the hand with a different name than any cards in the graveyard, which will be the Artmage Pact Awakening. Sorry, it's a lot of things happening here. Okay. On resolution, we are going to see Drollin Lockbird be used, but Jerry is fine. He has Wave High King Caesar, he has the Artmage trap, and the fusion. So this is a lot, and realistically, we just saw John rip his hand himself -2 for free. So let's see what he can do. Looks like he opens GWC and sets it. And Jerry potentially wanting to activate something. Looking through his grave. What could he be doing? Okay, so he will use the Awakening, which will special summon a Artmage monster from the deck or Medius to Pure. And for the rest of the turn, it becomes branded loss for your fusion monster summons. So that's pretty cool. What will he summon though? Looks like he's looking through his deck to bring out a monster, and it ends up being Artmage. I believe that's Glaflare. This card is now going to trigger its effect, I believe, to pop a spell trap the opponent controls. And this is a quick effect if you have 3 or more different monster types. So he had Dragon, he had Fairy, and he had Fiend. So far, a pretty impressive showcase on Jerry's end. So it's about time I start learning these cards. Okay, we will jump right back to game number 2. All right, both players going to game number 2 in the second round. Boy, am I sleepy. These sleeping pills are kicking in. Okay, so we see Strike, we see Backup, we see Dormouse. Hello. So Dormouse is going to be normal summoned, and now on the activation of the effect, that will actually resolve with no response from Jerry's side. Now Chainlink 1, Rabbit to special summon out. Looks like he's going through the calculator, paying 300. You know, always important to maintain your life points visible at the very least. Now Jerry, on resolution, will drop a Fuolos, and unfortunately for John, he cannot activate that strike. So, what will he set? We know he main decks GWC because we saw it in game 1. And it looks like he will utilize that GWC 06. At least setting it for right now. Okay. What can we do here? Okay, so he's going to streamline into the Maliss in Underground. So it looks like he had an extender in case he could not summon his White Rabbit. And now we're going to see him banish Chessie effect, special summon out. And then, let's see. So we know he has backup. So he can go straight into Red Ransom. Yeah, looks like that's exactly what the game plan is. Red Ransom on summon is going to add him a spell trap and will give Jerry his first draw. Probably not wanting to commit too hard against the Fualos. You could make an argument that, you know, Maliss should, but I mean, he has Strike, GWC. At best, you know, he might... Oh, and Maliss in the mirror. Yeah, no, this is so far pretty good. Will he go harder, though? Also, if this was the case, why not set MTP instead? Unless he already has it in hand. No. That's interesting. Wait, he didn't set the Maliss in the mirror as well? John, what are you doing, brother? You are throwing. Maybe he believes that he has enough here. I don't think so. But you know what? We'll trust in John. Okay. So Jerry here is looking to start his main phase potentially. Let's see. I mean, he only got one draw, so like he upstarted. Okay, so he is going to go for the Medius, and the Medius is going to trigger to see if he can get himself a power patron. Will this be met with the strike? And it is. You know, I guess this is fine of an end board for Artmage because they only have a few pushes, which is the Medius and the Fiendsmith engine. And if he doesn't have any other follow-up here, I think Jerry's turn is over. However, he will go ahead and activate the Academic Arcane Arts. John thinking about activating that GWC, and he will. I think he only lost 600 in total, and now he's going to summon the White Rabbit, potentially gain, what is it, 1200, and then use its effect to set a card. So, looks like he's going to set the MTP so that he can get the banish for the field spell. That would mean he would need to banish his White Rabbit, but I guess that's fine. Anything on res? Okay, so we see Jerry activate the Acropolis. He's going to discard a card, looks like to be a Blackout Laughs. And it says, you can discard a spell trap and declare one Artmage monster card name that is not among the monster you control, and that has not been declared for its effect so far. Add that monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you can have special summon for the rest of this turn except for Artmage monsters, Medius appear, or from the extra deck. Okay. So, looks like he's extra deck locked now. That's a little unfortunate. He is going to go ahead and add the Artmage Finmail. I will go over its effects if it's relevant here. I'm not entirely too sure what all he can do with this card. Its effect does allow him to special summon the card from the hand and then draw a card, which, you know, okay, yeah, actually that might be worth it, yeah. So since he controls an Artmage card, he's going to be able to special summon it and draw. And John chains Dominus Impulse, which destroys it and negates the effect. Can we see anything else? I mean, I think Jerry truly is locked out, right? Okay. Oh? Oh. That card is not once per turn. Okay. I'm learning a lot of new things here. Now he's going to go ahead and add the Graflair. The first time it would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. You can only use the effects of Graflair once per turn. If you control an Artmage card, you can special summon it from your hand and then set a Artmage spell or trap. But John will finally activate the MTP, banishing the Academy, which is so hilarious. Had he done that earlier, I think he immediately won game 2, but I didn't even know it wasn't once per turn either. So yeah, Jerry conceding, unfortunately, but it's fine. We'll be back with game number 3, and hopefully we can see him cook. Both players finished sighting and are now in game number 3. And we're gonna see Jerry start yet again with the La Crema, dumping for its effect the Engraver more than likely. Now from here, does John drop a Fuelos? The answer is, it looks like no, not at all. So we're gonna see Jerry be able to combo here. Now he could still get interrupted, but it doesn't seem like it'd be, you know, the worst case. I think John has a bunch of Maliss normal summons in hands actually, so let's see what occurs. He's gonna tribute the Requiem to special summon out the Engraver, and he's probably just gonna go DDD line. But we do see a Baldrake from John. Interesting. Probably doing it on the activation of the Requiem here more than likely, but I can only assume. Oh, hold on. Looks like, oh yeah, he did have the other one. Okay, so yeah, he is going to now summon out, sacrificing the La Crema, but you know, you don't have the link anymore in the grave, so this is fine. Now, unfortunately, John cannot banish this Caesar because he doesn't control another light or dark monster, but looking at his hand, he does also have Droll. Why do Maliss players always have Droll? Anyways, the Academic Arts will be activated, and Jerry will, there we go, it's like game number 1, except we have Baldrake, activating the effect of the Medius, summoning out the Power Patron, and then it looks like this Power Patron is going to use its effect to fusion summon. So he has the option of the Deoctorus, he also has the option of Nerva. Let's see which one he chooses here. Okay, so this is still going to be the Deoctorus. And the Power Patron will add the, what's his name, the trap card, the Awakening. And I mean, this is just, again, exactly like game number 1, except again, there is a Baldrake, but I'm not too worried about that card in my opinion in this spot. Jerry setting probably the Awakening. Does he have any other card, maybe a Thrust? And the answer is no. Now, if he didn't get drolled, I wonder what more he could do with the field spell. But I guess we'll never know. So we see John draw for turn, 5 cards in hand, I believe. And Jerry is going to immediately use the Awakening here, maybe in the standby phase to special summon a Artmage monster. And this one is going to be Fiendsmith. So let's see its quick effects. If you have 3 or more different monster types on the field, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn, and their attack becomes halved. Okay, looks like he's not using that effect, right? Let's see. What does the Deoctorus do? You can target one monster in the field, change its battle position when your opponent activates a card or effect on the field. If you have 3 or more of the monster types on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, oh, nice. That's actually pretty good. Okay. So it looks like he has 2 negates here. And John will normal summon the Chessy Cat, activating its effect or nah. Looks like he's not. He might just go straight for, I mean, you could go, actually, what do you do here? Because this is kind of imposing, right? Like, you have the Caesar, and he didn't have Imperm. You have the card effect negation from the Deoctorus, and you also have Fiendsmith, which can negate the cards on the field. This doesn't really feel that good. Well, okay, by the way, Fiendsmith negates monsters, not, you know, all cards. Okay. Yeah, this is really threatening. I don't know that he would have anything, but it looks like on the activation of Chessy, it will resolve and he'll be able to draw 2, which interesting, but we'll see how John plays this this turn out. I can only assume that at this point he paid 300 life points to summon the White Rabbit, Or maybe not. Okay. Go straight for the Link 1 Lingaribo. Oh, unfortunate. He had the what's his name? Lightning Storm. And now here we have Wizard at Ignister. This is going to be met with the Caesar, and that is game. So yeah, I mean, Caesar, incredible strong card. There is not much that he could have done here. Perhaps, yeah, I mean, he had to not have the Baldrake, but it's like, do you not Baldrake there? I think I would have waited, personally. Yeah, no, I 100% would have waited. At least hit the Engraver that would have summoned itself back, and then, you know, it makes it that much more imposing to be able to fight against, what, nothing on the field aside from those two. Regardless, though, those two cards, the Finmail and the Victorious, were more than enough, it looks like, to beat them, in my opinion. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And again, if you want to play in tournaments like this one, please go to Card Haven, located in Louisville, Texas. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.